2K Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
So she's trying to beat Bubba Watson, Henny. Gosh, that's no easy feat.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
Yeah, this is lovely. And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
Putting for birdie. Oh, so close. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
She's currently tied for 6th. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
18 feet to the cup. Six feet remaining to the cup. Nice line. That gets the job done. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. This one might just sneak off the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Oh, that was pure. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Well, that shot took some serious skill. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
And this putt to move into the top 5. Ouch, that hurts. 4 feet to the cup.
They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's frustrating. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Rich, this player is definitely not on the top of many people's favourites to win. How do you see them faring here today?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Time now for the 4th shot. 2 strokes off the lead. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup. Okay, let's head to the next. Now 4 back after that hole. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
That'll sting a bit.
That will drive you bats.
That's pretty tidy. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this move inside the top 20. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Not her best shot, that's for sure. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. This hole is a par 3. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. I'm sure she'll take that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at roughly, I'd say 165.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one should find the surface. Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. Bit quick in the stroke, that looked pulled. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Now 5 strokes behind. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee. That impressed me and her. Second shot here at the 10th.
That dog will hunt.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Good look at birdie here.
So far, so good.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. She's currently tied for 13th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. Let's return to live play now. A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Lydia Ko is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Opting for the 6 iron. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Ooh. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Trailing by 4 strokes. Setting up now on a par 4. Nicely done. From around 180 yards out.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Sitting at +1, trying to crack into the top 10. Straight out of the top draw.
Great touch.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. I'll tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick. 4 right.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Let's get back to it, shall we? Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
This putt for par here. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We have a par 5 on this one. Great shot. Second shot here on the 15th. Going with the hybrid. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. Should be pleased with that one. That's a good strike. Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.